We are watching Red New 23, a very good friend of the channel, Wuthering Waves. I pre-watched about a minute of it, just to make sure that he was speaking positively about Wuthering Waves. Because, I don't like when these Hoyo shills come in the community and talk smack. But yeah, so Wuthering Waves need these Zenless Zone features. I'm going to be honest with you guys, if you have not played Zenless Zone Zero, complete sidebar, it's actually a really fun game, and it's actually really good, and there are genuinely amazing systems in Zenless Zone Zero that even without watching the full video, because I only watched like a first minute or 35 seconds, pre-watch reaction, of course. I'm gonna drop a dislike as well, just so we can even out the ratio a little bit. Guys, go drop a like. Zenless Zone Zero's artifact system and the way the fodder works and the way that works is just 1000% superior, I think, to a lot of things in Wuthering Waves. So let's get right into it. Enough of me yapping.
What gacha gamers need to be doing right now?
Yeah.
As many of you may know, I have been playing a lot of Wuthering Waves lately. Wuthering Waves 2.0 just came out with the Renacita patch, and it's probably the best patch in all of gacha gaming that I've ever played. It's coming out.
You mean it? Wait, well, do you mean it though? Like, do you mean it? Like, do you mean it? Turn on the video, got you. Did he stop? Like, does he mean it? Like, what the hell, bro? Guys, I think we transformed him to a Korobar. Let me stop being zesty. Let me lock in. Okay.
Guns blazing with a whole new boatload of content, new map to explore. The city is great. The gameplay is still great. It's Wuthering Waves. And exploration is actually fun. I'm actually going around the map exploring.
100%.
As someone who doesn't like open world exploration, like I hate it. I don't even have Breath of the Wild finished. I've never played Genshin Impact that much. I really do like.
He hasn't played Witcher 3 either, but it's whatever.
I like Wuthering Waves 2.0. I like Renacita, and I really like the exploration and what Kuro Games have done with the game. I think they knocked the patch out of the park.
100%.
Now, that aside, right? Glazing the patch is a totally separate video. What do gacha gamers need to be doing right now, though, is the point of the video. And what we need to be doing, especially in the Wuthering Waves sort of field here, is advocate for better quality of life changes. Now, you may be thinking, okay, well, Kuro Games already has a pretty good reputation for being the devs listen company.
I want to say, genuinely with my whole left titty, I'm going to keep it a stack. I love Kuro. That does not mean that they cannot have criticism about the games and we cannot point out things that they should be doing better, including quality of life, because obviously the quality of life is substantially better than certain games, not even just Genshin, most gacha games, but that doesn't mean that you should sit there and say, you know what? They did a really good job. Let me give them a pass on this. I think that's acceptable in some instances, although I actually really don't. I'm going to take that back. But like, let's say, for example, 1.4, I knew was kind of dead because we knew 2.0 was coming. But this is kind of tailoring into something I said earlier, where a lot of people would look at that take and blow it out of proportion. It's just the honest truth. Also, it was good Von Hype here, brother. I love Exploration. Exploration is amazing. But yeah,
they already
100%.
have a lot of these very player-friendly features. They already put a lot of quality of life stuff with every patch. I'm saying that we need to ask for more. And I'm also going to be providing examples of what Wuthering Waves
he wants more
to, what gacha gamers can use.
Oh my god!
To bring into Wuthering Waves and overall make a more enjoyable, fun game. This is not about which game is better. This is about let's work together to make our games better by using concrete examples and references to tell the developers, hey, this is really good over here. Why can't we have this in our game? So
no one could be satisfied anymore. No, but he's 100% right, guys. This was one of the points I thought I really tried to drive home as much as possible in the video Tecton reacted to, and just in other conversations that we have on stream. Like, you could ask for more and point out things that need to be improved, even though the game is still doing very well. So yeah.
So what are some of the improvements that Wuthering Waves can have that is going to be coming from other gacha games? Well, as many of you may know, I play a lot of Zenless Zone Zero. I like Zenless Zone Zero a lot. And I would definitely not say like, hey, Zenless Zone Zero is so much better in this. I'm just going to play Zenless. No, Wuthering Waves now, especially with Renacita, has a lot in the game that I want to play. And I just wish they would have to just make the experience a little better here, okay? Or a
Yeah.
lot better, really. So, what is my main gripe with Wuthering Waves? What can we use to improve? Well, first of all, I do think that in Wuthering Waves, farming for characters is pretty tough. It's pretty hard to get characters up to a max level, or even like an intermediate, like level 80 or 75 or whatever, and get them into a usable state. I really would wish that Kuro games would make it easier to farm for characters, especially for returning players. I feel like this is a big miss. I feel like they should have done this in preparation for Arena Seed.
Here's why I do agree with this, and I think a lot of people, including myself, I get what you're saying, Vaughn. Wu's not even trying to hard. So, guys, I think everyone forgot how bad the early union level drops are, and I think that people, AFK Journey does a great job of this. I don't agree with it either. If you're a daily player, I don't know, man. I like if we even go back on my channel a couple months ago, union level 30, 40, 50, even 60 is a little you know. 60 it kind of gets a little bit better, right? But we've made videos covering this, and also one thing that Zenless Zone Zero does have that is 100% better is that the way that you could farm the weekly mats, because since you are building so many characters, and if your drops are low due to your union level, I'm trying to find the video while we're scrolling and ranting. Union level 70 rewards are terrible, right? We did one for union level 60. The lower union level rewards are kind of you know what I'm saying? Also, what's good? Kalu, how you feeling? Can we get a shout out for the homie? Damn, brother, welcome in. Hope you're having a great day today, man. How we doing? People criticize services. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me pull this up here. People criticize services as those gacha games are not just games, but also services. We fairly do our due diligence to say this. This is okay and this is not. Also, hi, yeah, what's going on, man? I appreciate you. Damn, brother. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm so fucking stupid. People criticize services as those gacha games are not just games, but also services. We fairly do our due diligence to say this is okay. Saying this is okay. You need a level 80 more drops. I agree. I'm so dumb, brother. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I apologize. I'm trying to like understand that, guys. I'm so fucking stupid. We just had a moment. Let us reach level union. No, they're never gonna increase that. So are you saying that it's good to point these things out or not? I apologize. I'm fucking dumb. But again, welcome and everyone go follow the homie. Yeah, I don't think they will ever raise. Also was good. Yes, how you feeling as well, brother? Welcome in. Sorry, you just unlocked me. I apologize. My reading comprehension's bad. I shouldn't be a streamer. Let me snooze ads because I'm fucking stupid. I'm stuck on 80 forever. I think you will be stuck on 80 forever. English not my native language. Yes, it's good. We have. Got you. Understood. It's good. Also, I appreciate the follow. Yes, thank you so much. English is not my native language. Chilling. I'm fucking stupid. Don't even worry about it. This is good. I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 1000%, man. Thank you.
But
100%.
The biggest thing that I think would be a very, very big benefit to returning players and casual players as well is a bigger reserve plate limit. In Zenless
for
Zone
sure.
Zero over here, you may not believe me, but this cap goes up to 2,400. 2,400 backup battery that we could be having in Wuthering Waves. I do think that Wuthering Waves need way more than 480. I feel like 480, which is like maybe a couple days that
It's
you're
not a lot.
It sounds
480 is not a lot.
little silly for you to be kind of just totally capped out. I do think that we could have a little
I agree,
more,
Mayo.
and maybe around 1,200, somewhere around that ballpark, would be really good. It would be really great for returning players. It'd be great for casual players as well, just so that they can log in and not feel so bad about having lost all that energy. I feel like the number one cause, or one of the leading causes of why people quit, is when they take a break and they're like, oh, I'm just so far behind now, and now I just don't really want to touch my account at all. This is a very good solution to kind of mitigate that, and I definitely think we could use more. So what else can Wuthering Waves borrow?
Exactly, Rio. Exactly, 100%. And Kalu, thank you for your input. I appreciate you, brother. Oracle, I got you in 2 seconds. I think he's 100% right. And genuinely, 480 is barely like fucking 3 Tacit Field runs or like 3 double X Tacit Field runs. And we spoke about it. Union level rewards still suck, but it's something that has kind of been pushed onto the back burner because people kind of forgot about it, and a lot of people are like high union level at the moment, right? So yeah, I think he's 100% correct. I don't understand how anyone can turn this and spin this into a negative point. I think this is just a net positive for any fucking player. You know what I'm saying? The trade-off is currently with ZZ battery refreshes slower than Wu and No. I'm not sure if it refreshes slower, truthfully. But even if it does, I wouldn't mind it refreshing a little bit slower to have 2400 or 2000 opposed to the 480, you know? What if you can't log in for a week, you know? 480 maxes out in like maybe 2 days. If a week of is going to get me like maybe 800 resin, you know, both are 24-hour clock, I believe. I think it is slower, maybe a little bit. Well, might as well I bailed to get into an event, miss an event exactly. I believe they're the same. Okay. Yeah, it's slower, but overcap high capacity still nice. Yeah. Whether it's a little bit slower, the same pace or not, I still think overall increasing it is not bad, you know? By 2 minutes, yeah, that's nothing, man. Like that's fucking nothing, you know?
Borrow from Zenless Zone Zero.
Yeah, it's not
Well,
much.
I definitely ran into this issue a lot, especially because I recently rolled Carlotta and I really wanted to build her very quickly.
Cool. I appreciate the follow, brother. Thank you so much, man. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great day, man. Thank you. It means the world to me. I appreciate you.
I thought it was really silly, or not silly, but I missed this feature that was in Zenless Zone Zero that I wish really bad that we could have in Wuthering Waves. If anyone plays Zenless Zone Zero, you would know what I'm talking about. It's going to be this. So over here is the weekly boss menu. As you can see, it says over on the bottom left-hand corner that I have 0 out of 3 remaining rewards. How weekly boss mats work in Zenless Zone Zero, these are very critical pieces to farm and build your character. If I look at any characters like over here, let's say Billy, right? I go to skills. In order to get these core skills, right? These core skill upgrades to upgrade my character in a very significant way, I need these boss mats. I need Ferocious Grip, 2 of them over here, 3 of them over here, right? I need a lot of weekly boss mats. For Carlotta, I need a lot of weekly boss mats as well.
Yeah.
Well, in Zenless Zone Zero, and it started in patch 1.2, what they allowed you to do with the weekly boss materials is, even if you ran out of these 3 freebies that you get for free every week, you can actually select a boss. You can click this.
Yeah.
So if you click this button right here, you get this warning. It says, hey, you're going to be using battery now to farm for this weekly boss mat.
That's a
which
massive
is great.
W.
You're going to be using 60 battery now to get more of this boss mat. Just give 3 free weekly freebies. That's a mouthful. But 3
weekly freebies.
Free weekly freebies.
Yeah.
And allow
promoted to linguist and promoted to Western CC once again.
Allow the player to use their wave plates, which hopefully they have a little more in reserve, to farm for more weekly boss mats. I think this is a very good sort of compromise. This is something Zenless Zone Zero did in patch.
Happy Feet, the only problem, 2-week boss resets and have Carlotta. Yes, but what if you're building other people as well? Like, if you're not just building one character, and then the counter argument to that's like, oh, well, you shouldn't be building multiple characters, but that's really not true, right? So this is just a very great quality of life, and once again, I will say this a million times, these union level rewards are really not the best in the world. They don't really change much after, I think, 50. It's either 50 or 60. Don't quote me. I don't remember. But I know the increase from 60 to 70 is negligible, and I know the increase from 70 to 80 is really not much either. So I think there's nothing wrong with this. And it doesn't, like, guys, it's a single player game, so no one would intrinsically have an advantage over someone else by farming this. That's like when Genshin Impact only allows you, obviously I'm not comparing the two, but like Genshin Impact, I don't know why they don't change it or even does what Wu would do. You can only do 1 weekly boss for the week. So you get a max 3 rewards. Don't gatekeep the character building that much, because then it just becomes tedious and annoying and it becomes discouraging. So I don't think it's as big of a problem in something like Genshin, obviously, but I think something that, I do think it is something that could be addressed and should be addressed, and a lot of people are not talking about it. I don't think this is bad at all. I really do love that about ZZ. Yeah, it's amazing. It really is a great thing about ZZZ. 1 quality of life show damage when the enemy dies. Oh, for sure. Gacha game is weird state where a single player game has the same FOMO. Exactly. But you already spend 60 wave plates when you have the weekly boss runs. So either way, they remove the limit or increase it, but I support this change. Well, either they give you, even if they don't want to give you a freebie, and they can just let me run it over and over and over and over and over again, and it's all rover, I think that'd be fine, right? I don't think that'd be bad. I've been playing since day 1. I only have 5 units fully crowned. Yeah, it's rough. Yeah, that'd be nice for sure. My Carlotta's not maxed out because I forgot, and I did the 3 weeklies before the patch to get the Battle Pass rewards. Yeah. Genshin does also have the system where you can do more than 3 weeklies a week, just not multiple of the same. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, you could do more than oh yes, just not the same exactly, which is fucking at the end of the day, it doesn't really help that much, right? Maybe it just shows that they didn't expect everyone to get character. Wait, didn't expect everyone to get enough characters for 3 to be not enough? No, I just think that was the industry standard, man. I think that was the standard Genshin put, so they didn't fucking reinvent the wheel, you know? Uh, they're like, why it's not broken, don't fix it. But it really is a broken system. They might have changed it a little bit more. But yeah, I don't think it's really that deep. I think it's a Genshin thing. Tie the weeklies into freebies, spend for more. Yeah, exactly, Red. The problem is I noticed with Wuwa devs only check compare themselves to Genshin. It's like not their goal. Yes. Yeah, Vaughn, 1000%. Also, I got you in 2 seconds, Happy Feet. I'm not going to donut wall you. Here's my take. Rather than giving us a map for upcoming mats, release their mats 3 weeks in advance. I don't think releasing mats 3 weeks in advance is going to do as much, especially if they're not achievable, right? So, like, for example, Carlotta, like, releasing it. What did Carlotta use all new mats? I know for her talents and stuff she did, right? So that doesn't really help too much, but I get the sentiment of it. Like, it helps for more when you're in the version. But the problem is I noticed that Wuwa devs only check and compare themselves to Genshin. It's like their only goal is to one-up Genshin and not ZZ HSR, which is such an L move. Every bad thing from Genshin, excuse me, every bad system that is in Wuthering Waves is stolen from Genshin Impact. And every great thing in Wuthering Waves is derived from Kuro Games themselves. And so again, obviously that makes sense. I understand in which, like, you know, it's the industry standard. It's the only game that is like this. You know, you have to copy some things, and by copying things like the UI and the way they present the game and whatnot, it will steal some of that audience. But they don't need to copy these systems. So yeah, I agree. Smaller dev team, so they can only do so much. Dix, I don't know about that, man. If they the only reason why I don't know about that is they legitimately put out, guys, does anyone know what was it, like 15 patch hot fixes in the first week, in the first 2 weeks, right? And I'm not saying they need to overwork and do these crazy things. I'm not saying that at all, but they have 10-cent money. The team seems to be really responsive, and I don't think anyone's saying give me a change now. I just think it's saying, hey, listen, this is doable. Also, stop copying. Like, fucking get away from the Genshin stuff, you know? Gold chips, new weekly boss. One of the 2 mats are the same for Carl. Gives more plates and allowing weekly freebies as an interchange value. There's no excuse. Yeah, I agree for sure. Okay. Dope.
Patch 1.2 because they wanted to give back to the players and make it a little more enjoyable for them to farm for them. Their new character.
We also don't know that dev team size as well. That is true.
And so I definitely think this is a big part of it. I would love to have my Carlotta just maxed out before I move on to farming for another character. Yeah. Moving on, I do think Echo EXP is a huge issue. And in actuality, it's not just Echo EXP, it's just the whole ecosystem, okay? And what I want to demonstrate here is a couple things from Zenless Zone Zero, okay? So if I go to Zenless Zone Zero, if I go to the HIA Club, this is the sort of farming stages over here, all of them here. We have Bertha over here. Let's go ahead
Shout out to Bertha.
Her system. And over here in the basic materials, we have a stage that's totally dedicated to just giving you Echo EXP, your Drive Disk EXP. And this is really good because, hey, sometimes I don't need to farm Echoes in Wuthering Waves. Sometimes I just want to spend all my plates and get the right amount of return for the Echo EXP. Just get purely Echo EXP because that's the thing that I'm missing the most in my account. And I'm pretty sure a lot of your guys' accounts too, because I've seen a lot of tweets now talking about it. So Echo EXP stage is a very good thing. I definitely think we need that. Besides that, if I go to my equipment over here,
I will just like to add, I think an Echo EXP stage is great. And before I add another way to fix it, I do think that a lot of the times the rebuttal that is given to why Echoes are okay are okay is due to the fact that they're technically infinitely farmable, especially for cost. So, like, while yes, it's nice that some of these are infinitely farmable and a lot easier to get access to, doesn't mean jack all shit if you can't fodder them or if you can't level them or they all drop like dog shit, right? So again, I think a lot of people are just like, oh no, but you know what? It's you could farm it though. And it's like farming doesn't mean a fucking thing if I get 5 to, let's say, 15 fusion set, but all of them have Glacio and Spectro bonus. They're all fucking trash, and then I can't fodder it, so I have to then fuse it and combine it, and then I got an HP 1 cost. It's fucking dog shit. It's not a good system. Yes, there are perks to the system that are nice, but there's still a lot more negatives, in my opinion. Also, can we get a fat shout out for Amethyst? How you feeling, brother? Hope you're having a great day today, man. Welcome in. How are you? How are you? Have a system that turns normal tuners into a substat tuner like a CD tuner or a basic attack tuner. Damon, I'm going to be honest with you, brother. I think you just get rid of the tuners. Fucking get rid of them. They're another barrier of entry into people enjoying the game and getting off the game early. It is a bad system. It is a bad fucking system. It's not good. I think you just get rid of them. I think the echoes from Tassafield should be used as food, but the ones farmed in open world, I think it's the partial solution. Let's hear what Red has to say first before I go on a whole rant. I want to hear what Red has to say, and then I'll give my solution to it. I've given my solution multiple times, but let's see.
We have Swing Jazz here. This is my drive disc. This is the artifacts over here. I'll go to enhance it, and you'll notice if I click this, and I love.
Everyone go follow Amethyst. Go follow my brother. How you feeling, man?
Level it up. I get the main stat, and I get a substat 2. What do you notice here?
Whoa.
No tuners.
Whoa.
No tuners. It's just Echo EXP.
That's really crazy.
I honestly don't understand the purpose of tuners at all. I'm sure a lot of accounts have.
The only purpose of tuners is to keep people onto the game longer and farm longer to have like. In my opinion, this is obviously pure speculation. This is pure speculation. This is pure fucking tinfoil hat. The tuners are only here to have a barrier of entry to getting to the end game content, especially when you're a new player. So it's another hurdle you have to jump over. I think there's no real reason or functional things for tuners to being there other than say, hey, look, the consumers played X amount of time. Tuners are trash. They're not good. They're really, really bad. I agree with you 100%, Ryo. Also, Goods Carls. How are you, brother? Welcome in. How you feeling? A
lot of tuners.
Tuners should be used to reroll substats. In my opinion, that's such a good fucking suggestion, Krulix. I appreciate the fuck out of you because I didn't even think of that, and I think that's amazing. We're gonna get to some other stuff in a moment, but again, I want to let Red finish. But yeah, 1,000%, that's amazing. 4,000 tuners that can't get tubes, exactly.
Not a lot of drive disc or Echo EXP. So I propose just scrapping the entire system. Tuners are ass. They are a pain. They are a chore, and it's just not a very good system, I think, at all. You can have instead just farming for the EXP. If I just keep pumping this disc, right, it's going to keep rolling the substats based off the level of the drive disc. Okay, I feel like that's what we should have. And you might be wondering, okay, well, how can they implement that and kind of go back on a system that's already in place?
It's so simple.
Well, very simple solution. Delete all tuners and compensate the player with an equivalent amount of Echo EXP. Just get rid of the whole thing. Okay, I really do think that is a big hindrance to player.
I think that is such a good solution, but I don't think they would do that. I think what they would probably compensate you with is Mora. I don't think they would compensate, or you have a thing where it's like X amount of tuners equals 1 tube, because I feel like people have a fuck ton of tuners. Like thousands of tuners, and so it would absolutely just kill the Echo XP economy. So I don't disagree with you per se, but I just don't know if that would ever actually happen. But
I feel like it's a very bad feeling sort of system.
Not 1 for 1. Okay, yeah, not 1 for 1. Yeah, not 1 for 1. Yeah, exactly.
It could be remedied by just having like Echo EXP stages and getting rid of tuners.
What's good, D?
Why not just keep it simple and use Zenless Zone Zero as a sort of reference here and see if we could bring that over to like Wuthering Waves or some kind of solution. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Definitely going out of the way here to sort of make the player experience better will overall create a more positive feeling with the game. It will deter them from wanting to quit after being frustrated with so slow progression. I definitely think this is something that Wuthering Waves can do, especially when we have a very close example that we could use as a reference point. So that's about it for me in this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'll see you all in the next one.
Like the video. I think honestly, first of all, great video, by the way. I really do agree with all the points. I think the easiest way to solve this problem is very simple. You have all echoes just drop as fodder. It's so simple. If you don't want to do that, if you don't want to do that, you can simply, instead of data merging echoes for more dog shit echoes, you data merge 50 echoes, 100 echoes, whatever they feel the conversion is good enough for, and convert that from 100 echoes to 5 gold tubes, or 1 gold tube. It doesn't even matter. There's so many different ways they could fix this system. I think this is one of the things that you want my God's genuine, honest opinion. I don't think they will ever change the ecosystem. I think the ecosystem, and I hope they prove me wrong, I think their ecosystem is like their thing that they're just standing on, and they're leaving it because of the fact all the other quality of life is so much better. And just because it is better doesn't mean we cannot talk about things like this. But yeah, I think I agree with you 100%. You know, it'd be cool to pick up a set you want in Batman too. Yeah, using Echo as fodder would also be based as hell, like an endo system. And or you could, let's say, for tuners as well, fucking batch merge into tuners. Let's say they don't want to get rid of tuners because it's too much time, it's too much coding. Okay, very simple. I batch merge 500 echoes, I get 50 XP, 500 tuners. Because it costs 10 tuners to 1, right? So that's the equivalent. So it's very simple. Again, I am a little pessimistic on this topic due to the fact that I just think it's one of those things that they're going to do in order to keep the player count and the numbers up a lot higher. So yeah, W video, everyone follow Red News. It's going to be linked in the description. And yeah, I think it's great. I think it's great. Someone should send this idea to Kuro. Better to try than not. But I mean, I've made multiple videos about it, and I've been attacked by Korobots every single time I've made videos like this. Red New made this video. How are the comments looking? They're positive. Having no expectation is weird. As a current one was easy, 100% agree. Dope. We need a 2-piece set. Also, that's amazing as well. We need a como se dice, there doesn't need to be 5 pieces. That's so fucking stupid. 4 pieces enough. 4 pieces absolutely enough. We need 2-piece sets. Let me transmute echoes. Well, that seems pretty positive, man. It seems absolutely positive. I'm pretty sure that guy used to leave me hate comments. W-mans. Happy he came to your channel instead of mine. Love to funnel my my negativity somewhere else. You know. Yeah, no, this is positive. Yeah, W Red New. W's in the shot.